Hello, and welcome to another RANGROOCAST, me, Rangroo. And today we're doing a 1v1 and hell in a very small place. Now, before we get really too much into the cast, this was a replay sent in from Karel Doorman. I'm going to be using a username instead of real name for confidentiality's sake. And I want to thank you very much for sending in this replay. And if you guys watching this want to send in your own replays, because replay site's down, and it's pretty hard for me to get replays right now, please send them to rangroocast@hotmail.com. The address is at the bottom in the description. And if you just want a standard replay cast or more of a review, where I go over mainly your gameplay or person's gameplay and a deck and whatnot, yeah, and pop me an email, put the replay in an attachment, and I'll see if I can make it into a video. And once again, I want to thank you, Karel, for sending me this match. But anyway, on the right hand side, in blue, playing as blue for, we've got Karel Doorman. And on the left hand side, in red, playing as red for, we got Tovarich, General or General. I'm not too great with Cyrillic, but I believe it's one of the other. I'm just going to call him Tov. And Mr. Doorman, he is playing a Eurocorps motorized deck, which is definitely quite an interesting choice. You don't really have much in arm. I'm looking at the deck right now. His best tank is a Leopard 185. Got quite a few Crow Towers, the Raphael fighters. Definitely something quite interesting. While Mr. Tov is playing a USSR deck. And as usual, let's speed things up and get things going. And of course, this is held in a very small place. So honestly, the flanks are more important on this map. And away we go. Both sides sending in their forces, and of course got a lot of light vehicles. And honestly, a motorized Eurocorps is pretty good because the Fuchs and the Vab are pretty well priced and fast to transport. Well, a little bit too fast as the MA8s do manage to get a few hits, kill and run. And the Vab VDA stunning up the second, and Tigger 2 coming in, trying to get the kill. And the French infantry are just getting ranked as they move up. BMP 3s and all BTR 80s as well. Pretty much knocking out force. And that top hand flank not going well for Karel. Got Mirage Seth going to be dropping in some nape. There we go. Well, oh, never mind. That's the standard run, not the Bidon Special. But yeah, that was bit of an unlucky bombing run there. But even though he is losing go, Foxtrot is going quite well for him, as Tova didn't really send all that much in there. Just some recon guys, make 27 sniping a recon Leopard, but nothing too crazy. And down at the bottom, Karel sending in Chappers and the good old Jaegers to do Jaeger stuff. We've got a platoon of VDVs and some BT Scratch. It's a pretty good combination. And maybe able to hold out the Jaegers down bottom or in the middle. Definitely going to begin with that. The BMP3s repositioned to try to go into Foxtrot. You know, if they do crest that hill, the Legionnaire 90s will have a good hit on them with the Eric's. These T-64s getting way too cocky here. Moving up way too much without any AA support. And that Tiger 2 is going to get some shots on them with the hot. And only one T-64 is left alive. And the Sappers and Eagles moving in, but the VDVs are very dug in. And the Stretches throw their autocannons. That's not going to work too well in Bravo. Now, even though Karel, he doesn't have the top or bottom flanks under his sight, he's getting up more reinforcements, and just by looking at it in terms of units that he's got, he has a bit more of the momentum right now. Because he's moving up the Jaegers up top, definitely deal with those Motor Stragglies and some Fouch Jaegers, some Mirage SF. And having the middle under control is also very useful, because it allows you to really attack the top and bottom parts, so not really the bottom, a bit more easier. And Fouch AK-90s going after the Motor Stragglies, so the Jaegers flank up. they're going to get shredded away by the PKM. They got Super Ret now trying to get T64, but it does miss. Let me move my mouse. Hoster AKM. Speed this up a little bit more. There's not really too much going on. I guess we got some more Jaegers down in bottom. Now T64 getting sniped. And oh, here we go. We've got quite a few Feldjäger 90s here. The Arnold Schwarzeneggers of Wargame. There goes our T64 finally bombing on, killing it. And Jaeger's going to be wiping out his mortar strengthly. The Go CV is captured and Tovas is gaining the +1 points. Tovarich. That's how you say it, Tovarich. Tovarich. There we go, there we go. I can kind of speak Russian. The Feldjägers and the Russian Marines going after the Russian Marines just get killed. And their Feldjägers, scary stuff. I mean, the problem here for Tovarich is that the infantry, you know, it's just playing a standard USSR. It isn't going to fare well, especially compared to a Eurocorps motorized, because, you know, Feldjägers and all these infantry are going to be a lot more highly vetted. And with MG3s, of course. Slow it down a bit more. Raphael going in for the intercept. Managing to shoot a play down and managing to escape. And down in bottom. Honestly, Karel could probably, or Karel, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name wrong. He could definitely try to get a CV into Rover, just try and neutralise his points and up to Tovarich. Well, gaining points. Bit of an audio bug here, a bit weird. It's more to do with Wargame and not the recording. You've got Jaegers being brought up, and it really does seem like Karel's just trying to retake his top hand flank. It's going to be a little bit more difficult because he is going to have to cross open ground to get into that town. And his armor capability isn't exactly great. Remember, the best thing he can bring up is a Leopard 185. And down here we got BMP3, and BMP3s are, you know, a pain in the ass. Even just one heavy tank from Tovarich could definitely stop this. Mirage Steph dropping in normal bombs. But the Russian Marines moving out of town very in a silly motion. If there was a stage in there, they would have had the cover bonus. And the middle is captured by Doorman. And we've got a lot of infantry from Karel, and he's finally moving them up. It's a lot of Jaegers and sappers to mix in his row. It's maybe enough to deal with these VDVs. Even got some Jaegers flanking around the side. Smart idea if he can get some rocket shots onto the scratch it. It'll make his life a hell of a lot easier. Now up top, Super Ret now trying to get T64, but it does miss. He has spotted a CV, put in a marker on it. And Mirage Steph dropping in more bombs, but this time it doesn't manage to escape. The PU and the Osis do manage to kill it, but his death is not in vain, and he does manage to knock out CV, allowing him to gain some +1 points to catch up, as Tovarich is in the lead by quite a bit. And the Jaegers in the flank almost managing to kill one scratch hit. But does get stunned up. Speed this up a little bit more. There's a bit of a low right now, nothing really too much going on. Both sides reinforcing. More Jaegers down or up top or bottom, depending on how orientating the map. And now honestly, Jaeger spam could definitely win this map. We've got a nice amount of forest to, you know, spam your Jaegers. In the middle has been neutralised. And here we go, we've got the VDVs moving up, but they're going to be greeted by a rather nasty French and German force here. Stretch it, one getting knocked out, and the second one going to move a little bit too close. They're actually getting stunned by the napalm. A little bit of a bad move here. Pulled back, it does manage to get rocketed, and this is not looking good for Tovarich. These VDVs are definitely not going to be enough to face off against that many Jaegers. You know, makes me want this. Does the strafing run, but misses. Any mortars being brought up. Is that mortars or heavy artillery? Mortars. Just the good old West German runs. And that weird little Rattenkampf Panzer platform. And it's really quite interesting because looking at Tovarich, he hasn't brought up a single super heavy tank. And against a motorized deck like this, a super heavy tank is the way to go. There's hardly anything, you know, Doorman could use to kill. I'm looking at his deck right now. He does have Milan F3, and of course the Super Retinards, but that's really it. Oh, and Risotto 2s. But nothing really meaty. And we all know super heavy tanks, you really have to get a super heavy tank of your own. And they've got KA-52 trying to flank around the side, but the VAB just snipes out the air. That goes 150? 30? On all the other points. Spiraling down to its staff though in roll life, the KA-52 does have a Jackson siege, so maybe the pilot did all pilots managed to escape. Well, the crazy thing about helicopters with Jackson siege, you'd have to time it that you don't hit the rotors. But I guess there's some engineering explanation to that. The Scratch It, just trying to move through the bottom, stunning up the Jaegers so one does get hit by a rocket. The VDV is also coming up to help. This isn't really looking good for Tovarich. He's at a loss right now, as Doorman is pretty much he's pretty much double the points. I mean, the Bravo flanks, definitely, it's not going to take out back, so you can't beat the infantry spam. Especially if Jaegers down there as well. I mean, his best bet, he's doing a pretty good job up in Goth, but he really just needs a super heavy tank. He does have his NORAVs, but one T80 RAM, PU, or BU, he definitely messed up his entire top flank. We're just moving on like light vehicles through here. And the Leopard one, gonna get some side shots onto him. And the mortars stunning them up. Wait, what the hell's going on down here? Okay, so instead of buying super heavy tanks, he's trying to cheese with a helicopter flank. Now, I guess in theory it kind of makes sense, because if he can go around the sides and knock out the home CV, he'd be good. But the problem is we got Gazelle Recons here, we got AA around Delta, and the AA is going to just be enough to stun them up, so more AA could be brought up. And also the infantry CV's up here. Now this is really bad. I mean, each of these VPs are like 100 points each. Yeah, and that KA-52, that's 130, and a KA-50 Akula, this is like over 560 points here of helicopters. Yeah, could be used on the front right now to stop losing top and middle and bottom, in the hopes of doing a helicopter flank. Yeah, that's quite the same, because this is not gonna work. Especially like we've got 4 VAB VDAAs. Yeah, it's not good at all. I mean, if he brought up a helicopter CV or an infantry CV and a helicopter, this could work out quite well if he could quickly land it and bring reinforcements in the back end. But that's a little bit of bad taste in my mouth. He's getting more reinforcements into the middle. Some infantry and BMP3s and other light vehicles, but it's just not enough. Karel at the +2. Influence as Bravo completely under control. Just crap tons of infantry in here. And here we go. One of the VPs almost out of fuel. Yeah, a lot of these helicopters are pretty low on fuel, but where they're going, they're not going to need it. And the one Gazelle cannon does get sniped, and you should start, you know, putting the warning sirens up. Got infantry being brought up along the flanks, but a little bit too late to the party now. This is getting a nice cinematic view as the KA-52 just kind of glides sideways across the open field, and there we go. Getting some shots off, and yeah, there we go, running into the BDAAs. Rocket fire, doing its thing now. This could actually work. Oh, yeah, he does manage to kill one. Second VDAA does get killed. This may actually work quite well for Tovarich. And this is for Israeli infantry CVR. So if he can just fly, continue flying over and find it. I believe it is in here somewhere. Yeah, it is. And it does get killed. Now the initial shot in this phase has rent out quite well, considering how much I was flacking on about how it's going to go quite poorly. And really it's going to be about if he can do the rest. Now, on the front lines I'm guessing there's going to be a bit more heavily concentrated AA. Yeah, you got a Tiger 2, yeah. Crotao, yeah, it's not going to work out well. And those VPs, I'm going to got a lot of... That's definitely a way to use up all your Crotaus, mate. So, a little bit of a premature action, but mate, if you really want to get like all your helicopters dead, I mean that's more than enough. I mean, he does have. I'm looking at a deck. He does have 2 cards of these, each one having 4 per card. So this is over 50% of his Crotaus right here. That's like, yeah. I mean, this is 6 Crotaus on the field. That's an awful lot. You know, so far it's on a very nice little plus run, but at 10 minutes, I think it's going to be a bit hard to catch up to Doorman's advantage. And just all those helicopters, and oh my god, he's doing it again with the MI8. Oh mate, oh mate. Trying to get at Bravo, but even if he manages to flank into Bravo, Jaegers, not going to do much. And now we've got all these Crotaus on the field. You know, it's a one-trick pony flanking the helicopter rush. And if he just used that money to buy some bloody heavy tanks, not even something that crazy, even a T-64BM, just a few of those guys could easily just wreck through his middle flank. But as you can see, he's not really doing too much here. Just keeping his units in defense as he slowly bleeds his point array to do his rather crazy helicopter rush. So Gorn of Strackley's, which aren't the best infantry fighters, to be honest. Yeah, S is, yeah, not good at all. And he's landing them all behind in the Bravo, hoping to do something. Yeah, Tiger 2 going to be coming over, spotting this assault. And honestly, even just these Gazelle cannons coming in a bit close could easily put quite a dent in that force. Yeah, that's going to Shrek, he's just getting wrecked to south first, so the MA8 flying right over. And there's going to get shot down by the machine gun freeze. You've got some CAS-OPs, definitely what you need to do with his infantry flanking forces. There's no aid to support him. Wants to speed us up as the Gorn of Strackley's move up. There's nothing really too much left into this match. There's Gornos behind enemy lines, about hope and health behind them. Only a few seconds left. We're not going to see their untimely fate, as that would be a good game to Karel Doorman. Getting the kill advantage, of course. Killing that helicopter rush definitely helped, yeah. And that was a pretty good match from both sides, apart from the helicopter rush. Tovarich definitely had a good idea in the early game, managing to get into Bravo in the top flanks, not really worrying too much in the middle, because that could be a rather messy fight. But it's rather easier to capture both top and bottom flanks completely without having it, you know, half and half. where one side has and the other side has it. But he just didn't have the momentum after that. And Karel, he was playing a motorized deck, and he played it properly. You infantry spam, you get your Jaegers, your Feldjägers, your whatever, you just get them in the point, in the forest areas, and just cause hell. And in Bravo, he did a good job. He could have attacked that a little bit sooner, I think. And Tovarich, like I said before, that helicopter rush was a very silly idea, and if he spent that money instead on heavy tanks, because that was, you know, Red 4's big advantage, stood by heavy tanks, especially against a motorized dude whose best anti-tank option is a Resort 02 or Milan F3. So if he just had a few T64 BMs or T80UMs or whatever, he could have easily just pushed through the middle and do quite a lot of damage. But that was not meant to be. But the helicopter rush did do a rather good job early on. I think if he brought up an infantry CV to capture the point immediately after destroying that, he could have run the game, but that's also a very risky move to do. But I'm leave it at that, and I also just want to say again, if you want to have your replay casted, please send them to rangroocast@hotmail.com, as at the description below, as I really need your replays right now, as the replay site is down. And I'm going to leave it at that. This has been another RANGROOCAST. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.